To me, I think this is the most overrated credit card out there. And I'm just saying that because I've seen a lot of people throughout the last couple years that this card's been out talk really highly of this card. It is very average person friendly because it's targeting people who just pay rent. And so it's obviously very, people friendly in that way. It's built, or no pun intended, it's marketed as this card that lets you pay for rent with a credit card. So obviously it has a lot of allure in that sense, but I really don't understand this credit card. I'm gonna get into it and what I mean by that. So I want to take it to NerdWallet because the official website for Bilt Credit Card is kind of, a little bit ugly, to be honest with you. So I'm gonna read it off of the NerdWallet page. So the reason I don't understand this credit card is because you can already pay for rent with other credit cards. So I pay my rent every month with an Amex Platinum, and there is a fee, but I don't think that fee is, something to the point where you have to have this whole credit card that's made that, is like built as this, the first ever credit card that you can pay rent with. It's not that, obviously, right? But I don't really understand it. So you do get no annual fee, which again this is a very people friendly card. I will say that. It is very for the average Joe and people who don't, probably don't use credit cards, even though obviously a lot of people who use credit cards in the space like this card as well. But it has no annual fee. It's five points per $1 spent on Lyft, 3 points per $1 spent on dining, 2 points per $1 spent on travel, and then 1 point per $1 spent on everything else, including rent. So, and that's up to 100K points per calendar year, which again takes it to that people friendly thing because, if you have, 15K rents, 20K rents, per month rents, then, you're going to be pretty much kind of priced out of the full maximum potential of this card. So, again, it's very people friendly is my biggest takeaway about it. But again, I don't understand why not just have a, if you have, okay, it is no annual fee, right? Which I still don't think that's the biggest thing because you can get a Venture X, and even though it has a $400 annual fee, you're still getting way more value. And then just pay for rent with the Venture X, and you're gonna be coming out with more value per year and per month for that matter with the Venture X than you would with this card. So that's why, again, and that's just one example, that's just Venture X. Again, so even if the no annual fee is the selling point, I feel like there's gonna be other things like, even something as simple as a Blue Cash Everyday by Amex. Like, I think anything else would be better than this. Cars, whether it has no annual fee or cars with an annual fee, but they just have more benefits. Like I said, I use a Platinum card, and Platinum has its benefits, all around that, and rent is just a continuation of the spend that is put on the card. I don't think there should be this card that, or not that there shouldn't, but it just doesn't really make sense to me that there's this card that is like so marketed towards paying for rent when it's, any card can pay for rent, and the fee or whatever to pay with a credit card is not this grand, number that is like, it makes it impossible or not worth it to use a credit card for rent. Especially, again, when it comes to these cars and how much benefits you can get from them and extract from them, paying for rent, which is going to be one of your biggest monthly expenses, it's gonna make sense for a lot of cars to just use that card instead of this one. So I don't understand it, is what I'm saying. And like I said, I see a lot of creators and a lot of credit card people really put this card up very high. You can see on NerdWallet it has a pretty high rating. I believe like 4.5 stars. I don't know if it actually shows. Oh yeah, 4.5 stars. And honestly, I'm not saying it's a bad card. That's the other thing too. I'm not saying it's a bad card. It's issued by Wells Fargo. It's no annual fee. I think it is, like I said, very people friendly, but I just don't think it's this card that, I mean, I've seen people put it on S tier credit card. Like, I'm not sure if it's that. And especially because, again, it's built around this knowing or being able to pay for rent with a credit card. I don't think that its ability to do that is putting it over a lot of these other cards that are just very great cards in general that you can also use for rent. So I don't understand this card or the hype around it so much. I could say if you disagree, please let me know in the comments. I'd like to hear what you guys think about this card. I just don't think it is an S tier card. I would say, B, C, maybe low A, but again, it's just not something that is wowing you, It's just, the multipliers, it looks like there's not even an intro bonus on it. There's no sign up bonus at all. So, I mean, that's crazy. So yeah, I just don't understand this card. But I think this is the most overrated card right now that I've seen. So if you agree, disagree, let me know. See you guys in the next.